Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live for the final of the Under-15s 2019 Australian Boys Regional Championships. With the Queensland Storm taking on the boys from Victoria here in the Under-15s. The plate umpire for this match, Corey Hall. First base, Mike Bendel. And on third, Kieran Wright. The Queensland Storm will field first. Just run through the lineup for you. The pitcher, Ashton Tuariki. Catcher, Kai Chamberlain. First baseman, Ethan Munro. Second baseman, Corey List. Third baseman, Aidan Chumpneys. The shortstop, Nicholas Gurman. Left field, James Minicon. Centre field, Connor Duggan. And the right fielder, Nicholas Noonan. Opponents Victoria lead off the batting. Daniel Lee wearing the uniform number 7 and playing second base for the Victorians. He'll lead off the batting to get the game underway between the Queensland Storm and Victoria. Nice strike to open the game for Queensland. Ashton Tuariki there, pitching. Nice fluid pitching motion for Ashton. Daniel Lee fouls that one away. 2 strikes to count now for Daniel. One down and in the dirt. So Lee gets back into the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice ground ball to the shortstop, picks up, makes a throw. Out at 1, Daniel Lee goes down. Nice ground ball for the shortstop, Nicholas Gurman. For Queensland, right onto it, makes a nice throw. Makes a play at 1. So now the Victorian pitcher, Hunter Kelly, up in the order from the earlier game. High pitch, ball called by umpire Hall. Fouled away. 1-1. Hunter Kelly had a great game for Victoria in the earlier semi-final. Pitched a fantastic game and also did some damage with the bat, been elevated in the order to the number 2 position. Fouls that one away again, so getting good contact. A nice piece into deep centre field there. Centre fielder goes for it, can't get there, so it gets away, hits the fence, bounces off, relay throw now. Hunter Kelly makes his way around the triple. Start off the Victoria, nice piece into centre field. Just centre fielder not able to get the glove to the ball there, makes its way to the fence, the relay throw needed. And Hunter Kelly slides safely into third. And brings to the plate now for Victoria, the first baseman, Big Noah Cooney. Kelly in scoring position early for Victoria. Fouled away again, Cooney getting a piece of that one. Ashton Tuariki for Queensland delivering nice pitches there, some casual Very casual in his delivery. Cooney getting a piece but fouling it away. Jams him up on the inside there, Cooney, not able to get out of the way of that one. Comes off the bat, so a foul ball. No damage done either way. Cooney looking to the coach on third base for instructions. Change up delivered. Drop K2, the tag made. It's a great work from the catcher there for Queensland. And Kai there making the tag. So the drop, third strike. The runner can run. On that occasion, the catcher picked it up in time and made the tag out. So we see a ground ball to the shortstop. The runner advances. Looks like he'll score, which he does. Doesn't cross the plate in time, so the out made it 1. Retires the team. No runs scored. No damage done there in the opening inning for Victoria. Score remains 0-0. As they make their way onto the field now, we'll have a look at the defensive lineup for Victoria. Pitching, we've got Hunter Kelly. Catching, David Dunstan. On first base, Noah Cooney. Second base, Daniel Lee. Third, Luke Russell. Shortstop is Jai Robinson. Left field, Nathan Duval. Ryan Coburn is the centre fielder. And out there in right field, Brody Taylor. So the final warm-up pitch here for Hunter Kelly. We'll get the Queensland Storm inning underway. That's right over. Nice glove work from the second baseman Robinson there. So the leadoff batter for Queensland Storm, Nicholas Gurman, the shortstop. Made a nice play in the fielding inning. Let's see what he can do with the bat. The strike called by umpire Corey Hall, high and on the inside. Nicholas Gurman just getting a look at that one. Nice ball straight back towards the pitcher. Glove by the second baseman. Makes the play at 1. A big reach from the first baseman. Gets the out. So a nice play all round from the Victorians. Daniel Lee with the glove work there and then getting it across to big Noah Cooney with the stretch. Full extension there for Cooney. And some great work by the young man to get the out. That's what they wanted. Now we've got Corey List at the plate for the Queensland Storm. Strike call. Second baseman List. Comes around for the bunt, jams him up. Doesn't get out of the way in time, so a foul ball. It's a second strike. Pitcher apologises, but List not affected. 2 strikes to count now for List. Still shaving up for the bump, we'll see. He'll go back into his batting stance here as the pitch is delivered. And goes for the cut. And nice work by the third baseman for Victoria, taking the out in foul territory. Young Luke Russell, a nice catch in foul territory there, covering some ground to make the out and able to take the catch cleanly. So that's 2 down now for the Queensland Storm. And now James Minicon comes to the plate for his team. Foul ball called by the umpire right down the line. The glove just taking it outside the line there, dragging it back in to make the out. So foul ball call. Umpire Corey Hall all over that one. So Minicon, where he takes his position. So foul ball once again. So 2 strikes away of Minicon. Young Hunter Kelly well ahead in the count here. He looked to slip on that delivery there, just doing some ground keeping around the pitcher's plate. So well ahead of the count here. Opportunity to try something, which he does with the change of speed pitch. Just low it on the inside. Minicon digging it out, getting fouled. So count remains no balls, 2 strikes. That one driven right down the first base line into right field. Minicon goes around one. It's going to be tight. Gets down, wait for the call. The umpire calls a tag. It was always going to be tight, that run. Minicon pushed his chances. And a great throw from the right fielder for Victoria. Brody Taylor gets his man, Daniel Lee, with the tag at second. So well done for Vix. That's a great fielding innings. So a great start to the Under-15s Regional Championship Final. Victoria and Queensland Storm, both teams chancing it there in the first innings. No runs scored. Victoria had the best of the opportunities with a runner left on third, who crossed at the time of the final out, so it didn't count. But both teams making their intentions clear. Under-15s Regional Championship Final. The tournament taken or being played in conjunction with the Men's Opens Championships. The Men's National Final coming to you at the completion of this game. Scheduled to commence around 4 o'clock, but that'll all depend on how long this game takes to conclude. For the boys getting through the innings here in the Under-15s. It's a great opportunity for the young fellas to play the tournament with the men. And some great skills on display by all of the boys in the 15s from right around this country. So now we have Ryan Coburn up to bat for the Victorians. Lets the first pitch go. Ball called by the umpire. Piece down the third base line. Glove picked up nice and cleanly. Makes the throw out. So Aiden Champney's there for the Queensland team. Picks up the one hopper. Gets the throw over to one in time. And the runner, Ryan Coburn, is retired. Luke Russell now the bat for Victoria. Fouled away over first baseline. Ground ball, 2-3 hopper to the shortstop, who gets a nice throw over to one. Wait for the call. The umpire gives it out. That was a great play by the shortstop for Queensland. Second effort of the game, Nicholas German. 2 dead now for Victoria, with David Dunstan, the catcher, up at the plate. German there taking his time, made sure he had the ball cleanly out of the glove before he threw. As we see Dunstan whack it into the right field, going back. It's a fair ball, so he makes his way around two. The cutoff play comes in. So a nice triple for the catcher for Victoria, David Dunstan. Deep into right field, the right fielder having to chase. Gets the ball off the fence and pulls it back in. Hits the cutoff man at the second base. And we see Dunstan as the catcher with 2 dead. He'll get the courtesy runner. And he makes his way off to great applause from his teammates. So runner in scoring position now for Victoria. The ball gets away, so the runner's coming home now. The play back at the plate doesn't get there in time. So first run to Victoria. From the bat of David Dunstan there, courtesy runner scoring. There's a ground ball, pass ball gets away from the catcher. Young catcher there trying to make the play back at home plate, but unable to do so in time. So Duval shaping for the bunt. Goes back into his stance now. The one gets away from Ashton. On delivery there from the pitcher. Two balls, one strike to count now for Duval. There's a ground hopper to the second baseman who makes a bobble, gets the throw over, but not in time. The umpire calls that one safe. That one just getting away from the second baseman there, not picking it up cleanly. He had to take his time in recovery. Corey List gets a throw over, but just not making it in time. So now Brody Taylor, the right fielder for Victoria, up to bat. Strike called there on Taylor. The runner remains on one. Another nice pitch, strike called from Ashton to Ariki. Piece down foul down the third base line. Taylor stays in the count. That one outside. The ball gets away from the catcher there, but again, the runner holds on one. It's getting some instructions from the coach there. One ball, two strikes. The ground ball foul this time down the first baseline. So Taylor staying in the count here. So able to play some of those balls into foul territory. Still shaping for the bunt. Back into his stance. Chops that one down. Ground ball. Ground ball collision. See the first baseman makes the field. Covering player in second base comes around Corey List to makes the play at one. But in doing so, there was a collision. You see List going over to check on the condition of the Victorian player. Great sportsmanship from young Corey List from Queensland, showing concern for his fellow player. As did Nicholas Gurman, who spent some time over there and just making sure he was all right, the shortstop for Queensland. So good camaraderie between all of the teams here in the Under-15s Championships. Young man's back on his feet. He's okay. He'll make his way back out into the field.
you.
In the box now, Ethan Munro for the Queensland Storm. We're back in action now. Victoria lead 1-0. As that one's fouled away. The 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the batter. There's the Munro. Letting that one go there. Ball call. The ground ball of the short second baseman makes a nice clean play on that one. Gets down low. Daniel Lee makes the out at once. So well done to the Victorians. At the bottom of the second innings, we've had a positional change for the Victorians. So the right fielder Brody Taylor has been taken out of the match after that collision, and we see Troy Hortone Moana brought into the match. He'll play left field. And Nathan Duval makes his way around to the right field position as we see the pitcher Ashton Tauriki come in to bat for the Queensland Storm. A strike called on the big fella. 2 strikes now away of Hunter Kelly. That one down in the dirt, let go by Ashton. Ashton hit by the pitch there. Kelly will come and just check on the condition there. Ashton just acknowledges on the way past that he's okay. Gives a nod. Again, great sportsmanship between all of these teams. It's a real key fixture of the game. The batter accidentally hit, but the pitcher always checking on the condition of the fellow player. That one fouled away, a big rip by the batter Aiden Shompneys. Big rip into deep outfield there. Portere Umana not able to get around underneath it, so big Ashton comes around. He'll score the first run. So a double, scoring a runner for Queensland Storm. Aiden Shompneys there getting a great piece into deep left field, or the gap between left and centre. Troy Portere Moana, the replacement player, not able to get there. Made some great catches in that earlier game this morning to give his chance the opportunity in the final, but not able to get the glove to that one on that occasion. So a nice scoring double for Shompneys. Brings to the bat now Connor Duggan. He goes for the attempted bunt, puts it down third base line, but goes foul. Kelly now faces up to Duggan. A little bobble piece there, goes to the third baseman, picks up, makes the throw over to one, advances the runner. So Duggan does the job there, puts the ground ball in, advances the runner to third, into a scoring position. It's the second out of the innings now, a runner on 3. Bottom of the second inning. Designated player now, Ethan Goffer, to bat for the Queensland Storm. He's in place of the catcher, wearing the 91. Called strike on the front edge of the outside of the plate there. So 2 strikes now. Going the way of Hunter Kelly. 2 out, runner in scoring position on third base. All tied up at 1-1. That one not called on the outside. Piece into left field where Jorge Moana was on his way in. That one goes again deep to the fence. So a runner scored. Jorge Moana recovers the ball, hits the cutoff man, but not before we have a stand-up double for the designated player, Ethan Goffer, scoring a run. So now Queensland Storm take the lead 2 runs to 1. 2 out, bottom of the second inning. One gets away to the inside there. Runner stays on second. Coach called. Runner remains as the ball got away from the catcher and hit the back of the net. Foul ball. Must have just missed there with that. The umpire remains silent. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Nicholas Noonan up to bat for the Queensland Storm. A strike called on that one. The umpire goes off a little bit early there. It's only 2 strikes. The batter nods ahead in acknowledgement. That was a good pitch. Umpire shakes it off. Slaps that one down the third baseline. Goes foul. Umpire Corey Hall pulling the trigger just a touch early on that strikeout call. So now we see it ripped into deep centre field. Hits the gap nicely too, so Goffer makes his way around third and will score. Gets dirty to score the run for his team. It's only a single base hit, but scores a runner from second position. Just fighting the gap out there in that centre field, left field gap. So Queensland Storm extend the lead now. 3 runs to 1, bottom of the second, 2 out. Back to the top of the order, Nicholas Gurman. Lets that one go down low. Doesn't want a piece of that one. Runner on 1. Oh, just makes a play on that one. Gets it over the head of the shortstop and into that little gap between the 2 fielders out in that left field position. So a nice piece. Didn't quite get everything he wanted, but did it enough. Advanced the runner, so we have runners on 1 and 2. 2 dead. Bottom of the second. Real 2-down rally here in Queensland. Advance the lead 3-1. Second baseman Corey List up to bat. First pitch called a strike. That ball called high. Ball fouled away, this time into the back of the net. The ball into left field. Jorge Moana coming in, makes the take on that one. Covered plenty of distance to get the catch. Able to do so. That's the third out for his team, so well done. Young man, plenty of work to do in that innings. Takes a great catch coming forward. Retires the Queensland Storm, but not before they score 3 runs and lead 3-1 at the top of the third. A warm day down here once again today. Temperatures in the 40s throughout. Today it's a cool change. It's only 35. These boys have really put on the line throughout the whole week, playing in some very oppressive conditions. And the final is no different. As we see now the Victorian batter ready to take his position. Back to the top of the order for the Victorians. Daniel Lee, the second baseman. He's had plenty of work to do in the early innings in the field. He's batted quite well throughout the tournament as well. A strike call to open the account. High and on the outside that time. Daniel Lee lets it go. One high and out of the zone. 2 balls now the way of Daniel Lee. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Timeout called while the dugout gate was open. A little slap to the first baseman, not able to take it cleanly. Picks up in time and recovers enough to get back to the base, make the out himself. So Daniel Lee goes down, gets dirty, but doesn't get there in time. So Ethan Munro there for the Queensland team, able to recover in time to make the out. Victorians go down 1. Here in the top of the third. The pitcher, Hunter Kelly. Lets the first one go. Ball on the inside. Ball this time down the third baseline. Big swing from Kelly, high and out of the zone there. Pitcher Ashton Tolriki there, really playing the zone, making the batter work. Change up pitch this time from Tolriki, who fields his own follow through and makes the play at 1. So Munro gets another out there. This time Hunter Kelly goes down. Brings to the plate once again big Noah Cooney. A 2 out, top of the third inning. Queensland leading 3-1. Cooney at bat. Ball on the outside, missing that front corner. Brings it back to the inside, up high, puts it into space. Corey List not able to make the play going back, and the right fielder fielding deep. Couldn't come in, so nice placement there by the bat, Cooney. brings up Jai Robinson, who did some damage last time at bat. See what he can bring to us this time. 2 dead. Cooney on 1. Robinson at bat. There's a big piece into deep centre field. Was coming in. He has to go back to the fence. All the way to the fence. Makes a play off the fence. Gets a ball into the relay. So Nicholas Gurman goes out for the cut-off play. Does well. A nice fielding there from the centre fielder, who was making his way in on the hit and had to go back to the ball as it came off the fence. Made a good play. So a stand-up double now for Jai Robinson, who's batted well for Victoria. And the tall man, Ryan Coburn, at the plate now. As runners on 2 and 3, 2 dead here. He slaps that one through the first base line. So runners coming around. Looks like we've scored 1. We'll get 2. The ball escapes as he throws in to make the play. Coach on first base, just having a chat with the runner there. Probably should have been at second. On a hit like that, the play made it home. Goes to the back of the net, pass ball. The runner should have been at second base. Just getting a tap on the back from the coach. A little word of improvement. Down the third base line, runner advances. Play made at 1. Gets there in time. Nice play by the third baseman, Aidan Shompneys. Gets that Victorian batter out, but not before they tie the ball game up. 3 runs all now. At the bottom of the third inning. So we saw the play there made by the Queensland team on those Victorian runners. And Coburn, who had ground ball out to right field as the play came in, should have got around to second base. He didn't do so to put himself into a scoring position. So if you're watching at home, it always pays to listen to the coach who was sending him. I'm sure there'll be a bit of a chat next time they come out. James Minikin now up to bat for Queensland Storm. The coach from Victoria telling the right fielder, came your way last time, keep an eye out. And letting the centre fielder know he should be backing up the right field. So let's see what Minikin does this time. The opening pitch was nice. Straight down the middle, but just a little bit low. Went for the drop, didn't quite make the zone. And a nice pitch from Hunter Kelly. As was that one, just missing out again, but they're not too far off the mark. That one's fair ball, just bounced inside. So you see Minicom make his way around second, into third. He's going all the way, sent by the coach. Play coming in at home, could get him down. Call is on the umpire, got under the tag. Great play from Minicon. An infield home run. An in-ground home run, I'm sorry. So a nice play from Victoria. And a good attempted tag from the catcher. But the good speed of Minikin just able to get underneath the tag. That was a great play all round. Well done, gentlemen. Shortstop Jai Robinson with a beautiful relay throw from well into left field. He got that ball home. Perfectly positioned for the catcher, just not able to get it down in time. So Ethan Munro at bat now, and he rips out one through the pivots. We see the second baseman diving despairingly, gets around a 2. Good throw from Hortonay. Good throw in from Hortonay on the backup. Hortonay Moana, that is from the left field for Victoria. So a double for Munro. Brings to the plate now the pitcher, Ashton Toriki. Queensland go ahead 4-3. Swing check there. Not given by the umpire out there in the infield. Foul away this time. Into the back net. A few runs off the bat here for Queensland Storm, but Hunter Kelly maintains his composure. He's throwing a good game so far for Victoria. And threw a great game in the earlier semi-final. It's a nice piece straight back at him. Not able to get the glove to that one. In comes the throw. Runner held at 3 and at 1. So Ashton does the job. Advances a runner. Gets himself on safely. And brings to the plate now Aiden Shopneys. The call comes from Dunstan now to the catcher. From the catcher to the infield. Look for a cut-off play here. Yeah, nice play. Just keeping that runner on the base with a good throw. Hit the mark that was needed. So David Dunstan, the catcher, well in control there of that play. Made the signal to the infield. They all knew what was on. And Nelly paid off. There's a big rip into centre field. Going back this time. Gets underneath it. Runners hold. This time coming home from third. So well done, the runner for Queensland there. Ethan Munro scores. Advances the score. Runner on 2 remains. And we've got 1 out. A nice bump put down, gets away from the pitcher and the third baseman coming in for cover. So runner advances to third. Batter safe on 1. And brings up the designated player, Ethan Goffer again. So Connor Duggan with a nice bunt. Sees himself arrive safely at 1. Goffer scored last time. He lets that one go straight down the middle. Just a decider for the young fella. Runners remain on 1 and 3. Staying on the corners on that occasion. No play made. That earlier throw from Dunstan did the trick. Holds the runners up. There's a piece into left field. Porteray Moana gets underneath it again. Cut off play. Home is the play and safely scores. Looking for the attempted play at second there on the batter. Unfortunately, umpire on the infield gets in the way of that one. No play able to be made. So 2 dead. Another runner scores. So 6-3 the score now for Queensland. Strike call. High up in the zone, but a strike call just the same. The ball gets away from the pitcher on the return throw. No damage done. Runner remains on second. In the dirt this time, Dunstan keeps the ball in front. No play made. Runner advances to third base. A good recovery from Dunstan there. Got away from him originally, but picked it up. Runner on 3, 2 dead. Bottom of the third. Queensland leading 6-3. And a drive once again between the pivots. Troy Porteray Moana picks it up in left centre. Another runner scores for Queensland. This time Connor Duggan gets across the plate. change made here for the Victorians, a change of pitcher. So the change here, 1 to 5, 5 to 1. So we have the third baseman, Luke Russell, coming on the pitch now for the Victorians. And Hunter Kelly will take up the position on third base. The first time I've seen young Luke Russell pitching. And back to the top of the order for Queensland, Nicholas Gurman in the 47 uniform, batting for the Queensland Storm. So again, it's the bottom of the third, 2 out. Queensland leading now 7-3. Thank you. So Gurman takes up position in the batter's box now, young Luke Russell. Fouled away behind for Gurman. So Russell opens his count with a strike. Reaching right outside there, Gurman, on that occasion. Another foul ball over behind that one. Gurman reaching well outside the zone there to hit that one. Two strikes now, the call. Low and on the inside, just misses on that occasion, but a nice pitch. The earlier two pitches have been high and outside. This one bringing it right back down low. Jamming up the batter, lets it go, just doesn't quite hit the corner. It's a nice drive into centre field. Advances a runner, so good job for Nicholas Gurman there. It's Nicholas Noonan out to second base. He arrives safely on one and brings to the plate now the second baseman, Corey List. So again, a real rally for the Queenslanders here. 2 down, runners on 1 and 2. They lead 7-3. And a high pitch delivered by young Luke Russell. In the dirt, no damage done there. Dunstan able to keep the ball in play. Runners remain 1 and 2. High into the outside this time, so Luke Russell really working the zone for these batters. 3 balls. The batter well in control here, so Corey List can afford to look for the one he wants. That one was right down the middle, lost opportunity, but again, well ahead in the count. It's only 3 balls, 1 strike, so a couple to go his way. There's a foul ball. So full count now. It's a great work from the young pitcher, Luke Russell. Stay in the count there. Came back when he had to. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. High into the outside on that occasion, so just not getting the spot that he wanted. Corey List advances on the 4-ball walk. Loaded bases now. James Minikin, dangerous at bat. It's his second time around this inning. Outfield hits both times at bat. See what he does now. Pops one up. Second baseman gets underneath it. Daniel Lee makes a good clear call. Everyone stays out, so they retire. No damage done. Loaded bases left for the third out. But Queensland in that inning scoring 4, so lead 7-3. So young Ashton Toriki remains on the mound for the Queensland Storm. So top of the fourth now, the catcher, David Dunstan, comes to the plate for the Victorians. As the defence for Queensland come together for a quick conference, give each other a high five, make their way back out into their positions. Preparation, umpire just making sure the dugout door is closed. Big opportunity for Dunstan here. High and on the outside. He's putting one deep into right field, going back into the hole between centre and right. A stand-up double there for the catcher, David Dunstan for Victoria. So a great start to the inning for Victoria. Brings up now Nathan Duval. Strike call right down the middle. Nice pitch, Duval. Letting an opportunity go there, I feel. But he'll regroup. Shapes for the bunt now. Gives his runner some coverage. Oh, Toriki just losing his footing there on the mound. Conference here as the coach for the Queensland Storm comes out there. The runner called the third on that pitch. The coach looking to have it declared a no pitch, saying that he wasn't into his delivery stride. He just fell off, lost his footing. Umpires will have a consultation now. So the plate umpire Corey Hall calling in Mike Bendel and Kieran Wright. They'll discuss what the coach just delivered. And now the plate umpire will go and deliver the verdict to the coach. Okay, message has been delivered, whether he likes it or not. The call remains. So David Dunstan now the runner for Victoria on third base. Nathan Duval at the plate, 1-on-1 the count. ball low outside the strike zone. Shapes for the bunt. DeVal back into his hitting stance. Great work by the catcher from Queensland, keeping his counterpart, the Victorian catcher, is the runner on third base. There we see another drive into centre field, this time getting underneath it, making the play at home. Throw doesn't get there in time. So Dunstan scores for Victoria, gets one back for his team. The score now 7-4. It was a nice play by the centre fielder from Queensland. Connor Duggan there, just not able to get the throw in on time, but a great play all the same. So now the replacement player, Troy Hortere Moana, up to bat for Victoria. Gets good contact, ground ball at third baseman, he gets it, throws it over. The first baseman pulls it out of the dirt to make the out. So Hortere Moana is the second out of the innings for Victoria. The top of the fourth. 2 dead. No runners on. Back to the top of the order now, Daniel Lee. Fouled away behind. Two strikes to count on the young batter Daniel Lee here. Ground ball to the third baseman, gets a throw over. Nice throw, pick up and throw from the third baseman. Aiden Shompney's again that man on third base. Makes the play at 1, retires Victoria. But again, not before they score another run in that innings. 7-4 Queensland lead, bottom of the fourth. Ethan Munro, the new batter for the Queensland team. Luke Russell still on the mound for Victoria. No more changes so far in the game. The pitch wide. The outside. Munro lets it go for a ball. One just a little bit high. One foul tip into the back net. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the call for Ethan Munro. Low and in the dirt that time, just not getting the handle on it for young Russell. So Ethan Munro well ahead in the count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. Opportunity here to have a look. Russell will have to deliver one if he wants to come back in this battle. The one just put into the gap over first base into right field. Goes around, gets dirty and safe. So a double for Ethan Munro again. Just getting there in time. Gutsy play, the coach sending him. So the pitcher, Ashton Toriki, who got on last time with Munro in scoring position on second. Just missing the outside edge of the plate there. The umpire not calling that one. It's again missing that outside edge. Very relaxed, Ashton Toriki in the box. Just waiting for the pitch he wants. Yeah, down the middle. Lets that one go. Just has a sighter. Not phased. Big swing from Ashton Toriki there. None out. The runner on two. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Russell right back in the count here. So a good battle between these pitchers. Fouled away. Taken one-handed off the net, but that doesn't count here in the championships. Backyard cricket rules do not apply. Another foul away, over behind, head's called. The ball makes its way and splits the crowd. So Luke Russell right back in this battle now. Ashton Toriki. 2-2, still the count. High to the outside. It's a full count now. Toriki stayed in the game here, just getting some foul balls. Let's see what Russell can do. High bit in the zone there. Toriki reaching. Fouls that one away. So again, stays in the count. There's a piece deep into centre field. Makes a fence. So Toriki rounding second. Runner has scored. Toriki will stand up triple. So great piece by the pitcher Ashton Toriki for the Queensland Storm. Puts it to the fence. Scores a runner. Stand-up triple for the young man. And brings up his teammate Aidan Shompneys. Nice pitch there by young Russell. Saw Aidan with a big swing. Didn't quite make contact. Strike call. Ashton remains on 3. There's another drive between the pivots. Scores a runner. Just a single base hit, but that's all you need. Queensland bats finding the holes and getting the job done. Attempted bunt down the first baseline there. Just going foul. The one getting away there in the dirt. Dunstan not able to take or make the play. So runner advances now. Connor Duggan at bat for Queensland. Foul ball down the first base line. So bottom four, Queensland here leading 9 runs to 4. One put high into centre right field. The centre fielder getting underneath it makes a good loud call. Everyone stays away. So a good out for the Victorians. Loud, confident call from the centre fielder there. Ryan Coburn left his teammates under no illusions as to who was going to take that one. So designated player Ethan Goffer up again. He's been on both times for his team. Runner in a scoring position again on second base. So Goffer readies his stance. High and outside the zone, lets that one go. Big swing at that one, high and outside. Just acknowledges the coach there. Coach called for a team bat. Goffer just raises his hand and acknowledges. Then looks to get himself settled in the box. A piece into left field. Jorge Moana gets underneath that one. Makes the out and holds the runner at second. So Goffer, for the first time, doesn't get safely on base. That's 2 out now for the Queensland team. Nicholas Noonan in the box now. Dunstan just letting his outfielders know last time it went their way. Centre fielder Ryan Coburn just walking in on the pitch. Could be coming in a little bit close. Keep an eye on that one. Jams the batter up there just on the inside. Batter doesn't make any play at it. Ball called. High and outside this time. Once again let go by the batter. Nicholas Noonan making some good choices here. 3 balls, no strikes, so well ahead in the count. Could have an opportunity here if Luke Russell looks to stay in with a straight pitch. It's what every batter wants. There it is. Didn't quite get the mark there. That one not called a strike. Must have been just a little bit low. Back to the top of the order now. Catcher Dunstan well aware of the game. He calls the top of the order, Nicholas Gurman. A good ground ball to the centre field. Just gets away from the shortstop, just gets away. It still picks up and attempts out the out at second. Safe call by the umpire who was right on the spot. So nice play. Unfortunately not able to get there. Just got away from him, the initial grab. So Gurman safely on first base. Runners Loaded bases now for the Queensland Storm. And Corey List, who's been dangerous with the bat so far, up at the plate. Strike called, opening strike high in the zone. Gurman wasn't sure of it, but the umpire calls it. Sorry, Corey List, it is the batter now. My apologies. The count remains 1 strike. Says he had just enough of a go at that one too. So, Corey List, 2 out, loaded bases, 2 strikes. Has been dangerous. Let's see what he can deliver this time around. He checks that swing, just chops it into the shortstop, picks up and makes the play. The forced out at 1. Loaded bases go wasted. Young Corey List not able to make the best of that opportunity. Queensland Storm lead 9 runs to 4. In the top of the 5th. I'm good, mate. Thank you. Softball ACT would like to take the opportunity while we have a break in play to recognise our partners who help us deliver these tournaments and support Softball ACT. They are Momentum Sports and Rehabilitation, the Tradies, the ACT Government, Pacific Facilities Group, ID Athletic, the Bent Spoke Brewing Company, Trophy Link and YMCA Canberra. Keegan Carroll Photography is also the official photographer for the tournament. So if you check out the website for Keegan Carroll Photography and the Facebook page, lots of great images coming out of the tournament for both the Under-15 Boys Regional Championships and the John Reid Shield for the Men's Championships for 2019. So Hunter Kelly lead off the batting this time for Victoria. Ashton Toricki still on the mound for the Queensland Storm. Throwing a good innings so far. His team with the lead 9-4, so Kelly, skipper of the Victorian team, will look to bring his team back into it with this at bat. Let's that one go. It's a good batting, nice patient batting by Kelly at this opportunity. Top of the 5th. Another wild high pitch there from Toricki, who may be fatiguing just a little. It's very hot out there, as we've talked about throughout the day. 3 balls away of Kelly now, so could be an opportunity. Chops that one back, puts it into the gap, just beats the pivots, so gets on base. Well done. The Victorian Hunter Kelly. Brings up to the plate once again the big bat, Noah Cooney. Been dangerous for Victoria. The opportunities he had so far, got on base both times. One right down the middle. Cooney not interested, just steps away. Pitcher just checking with the centre fielder to make sure he's ready. That's the respect they have for this batter, Cooney. That one fouled away just under the roof of the Victorian dugout. A few boys jumped a little. So 2 strikes to count now on Cooney, but he's not phased, still relaxed in the box. Attempted change up there, just loses the handle on that one. Doesn't quite work the way he thought it might. In the dirt, Kelly stays on one. Good work from the catcher. So none out here for Victoria. Cooney at bat. Runner Kelly on first base. Play called in foul ball by the first baseman coming around. Just calls the catcher off it. Doesn't quite get there in time. Difficult out to make, but well done by the young fella coming around. Ethan Munro, the first baseman for Queensland. Shakes his head, but shouldn't be too hard on himself. Fouled away again by Cooney, so he's staying right in the count here. Third base coach just delivering some instructions, letting the young batter know where he's going wrong. We'll see what he can do. That one was high in the zone. Cooney goes up for it, pops it up to the infield. Corey List makes that regulation catch there at the second base position. So 1 out now for Victoria, and Jai Robinson up to bat. He too has been damaging for Victoria, so let's see what opportunity he can make here. Still have the runner Kelly on first base. 1 out. Top of the 6th. 5th, my apologies. That one driven into centre field. Just hits the cut-off man. Well played. Kelly arrives safely at second. Robinson safe on 1. It's big Ryan Coburn. This is the part of the order for Victoria who's done the damage. There is a ground ball. Double play made there, so a good play for the Queensland Storm. Gets a double and retires the Victorian team without any damage to the scoreline. So 9-4 the score remains. A great play from the shortstop there. The runner faked and held up even though it was forced. And able to make the double play over at 1 as well. So well done to the Queensland team. Nicholas Gurman, the shortstop, with a good play. Ready to get back into it now. The Queensland Storm player James Minicon coming up to bat. He's been dangerous for the Queensland team all day today. So another opportunity here. Lead off the inning. Fouls that one away down third baseline. Could have made more of that pitch, I think. The patient young man has demonstrated throughout this game so far. Waited for the pitch he wanted. Just there's a nice drive inside the glove of third baseman Kelly for a single. He arrives safely at one. Just gets away from Kelly there. Finds that 5-6 channel. Portoreo Moana picks it up and gets a play back in, but the runner arrives safely at one. And now Ethan Munro for Queensland up to the plate. Fouls that one away. So again, contact with the pitch. Just misses the outside edge of that plate there. Looking for the ball outside, didn't quite get it. A right field hit this time. Going back, deep he goes. Doesn't quite get there. So Minicon now around to third. Oh. Possible trap play now. So Minicon got himself caught out there, well out of position. Coach giving instructions, not happy with the play, the coach on third base. Minicon lost an opportunity there. So confusion all around for the runners on the Queensland Storm team. Minicon tagged out at home. It's a good play from Dunstan, the catcher, and also from the shortstop. Jai Robinson, who was very well aware of the play and got the out at home. Lost opportunity for the Queensland Storm there. Coach still not happy. Pitch outside. Ashton Toriki now, the pitcher up at the plate. Big swing. That was a good pitch. Tightened up the batter. He looked away as he swung. Didn't quite keep his head on the pitch there. He paid the price. Jammed the big fella up on the inside. That one just high that time. Toriki still chasing it. He wants a piece of the action. So Russell well in control in this little battle. Interestingly, with the other pitcher at the plate now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down the middle. Drop K2. Out made it 1. It's Dunstan. Great pitching from Russell. A little change of speed. And the swing went around a little bit too quick for that pitch. The play made it 1 to get the out. Runner holds on 3, so Munro left on third base. 2 out now for the Queenslanders. That one fouled away, no play. Big drive into right field, getting underneath it, the right fielder for Victoria. So Nathan Duval gets underneath that one, takes it out. Retires the Queensland Storm team there, leaving the runner stranded, Ethan Munro on third base. No run scored, score remains 9-4. We are at the top of the 6th. So Victorian pitcher now, Luke Russell, up to the plate for his team. That one up high in the zone. He went for it. Pops it up for the second baseman to make the catch. So Corey List makes that play. One out, top of the sixth inning. So again, catcher here sending the fielders in the outfield back. Plenty of respect for the bat here, Dave Dunstan. Catcher for Victoria has been damaging. Fouls that one away, gets a piece. So Ashton Tallrookie just showing some signs of fatigue in that last innings. Let's see what he can deliver now. Dunstan up to bat. Victoria with it all to do, trailing 9-4. Drives that one straight down through second base into centre field. So again, gets on base. It's been a great batting display by Dunstan, the catcher for Victoria. Very safe. And now Nathan Duval, the right fielder who made that last play in the fielding innings for Victoria. He's up to the plate now with the runner on one. None out. And the top of the sixth. Kai Chamberlain there, the catcher for Queensland Storm. Up into the attacking position straight away, just holding the runner. Dunstan taking a lead there, but plenty of respect for this young catcher. Doesn't take too big of a lead off and comes straight back when he saw Kai in the attacking position. They want a ground ball through past second base again. Dunstan makes his way around to three. Attempted play. Very close. Just getting away. So a double for the batter Nathan Duval there. David Dunstan getting dirty for his team. And avoids the out. So an opportunity here. A scoring opportunity for Victoria. With one out. Runners on 2 and 3 in the top of the sixth inning here. That one down in the dirt again, but the catcher for Queensland keeps it in play. Oh, went for the swing, just held it back. Didn't get the bat out of the way in time. Young Troy Hortere Moana. Outside pitch there, just pulled back in by the catcher, but not in time. Umpire right onto that one. Ball call. So again, one out. Runners on 2 and 3. Hortere Moana up to bat for Victoria. Good opportunity for the Victorians. Ground ball. Hit short. No play at home. Run scores. And advances to third as well. Hortere Moana thrown out at one, but gets a runner across the plate for his team. Job well done. Staying in the game now, 9-5. 2 out. Top of 6. Runner on 3. Back to the top of the order now with Daniel Lee. Big lead off from Duval on third, but straight back he goes. Daniel Lee's also been dangerous for the Victorians with the bat in hand. Good lead off batter for Victoria. He slaps that one. Just gets out of the glove of Gurman at shortstop. Doesn't make the play either at one. Scores a runner, Lee. So job well done. Gurman unlucky there in the field. Got across. Ball hit the glove but bounced out. And then the throw just a little bit low and out of the glove of the first base fielder in the dirt. So another run crosses for Victoria. 9-6 now. 2 out. Top of the 6th innings. Skipper Hunter Kelly in the plate now. Mr. Consistent Hunter Kelly throughout the tournament. He's led his team well, either from the mound or with a bat in hand. Done a great job. Lets that one go. Called a strike by the umpire. A bit of a look across to the coach. Thought it could have been a bit high, but doesn't faze him. He's ready to go again. Fouls that one. The back of the net. Stays right in the battle here. One ball, 2 strikes on Hunter Kelly. Big rip on that one. Fouls it over the third base line. Big contact there from Kelly on that one. Just not able to get into field of play, but that was travelling. Change up pitch there. Doesn't work for young Ashton Toriki.
That's the next game.
Another one, solid piece. This time fouled away straight down that third base line. Kelly well in this battle here. Some great contact. Just waiting for that pitch. He wants to make his own. Fouled away down the first baseline this time, so switching field. Swing, foul tip. Just off the end of the bat there. Runner goes back to 1. Originally thought it was a drop third strike, but just on the end of the bat. Again, fouls that one away, so right. Just keeping in the game here. Slower pitch attempted this time. Attempted change up, didn't work again for young Toriki. So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what Kelly can do here. Good opportunity. And he whacks it right into right field this time. No play, advances a runner, arrives safely on 1, done the job again. That's all he was required to do, and he got the job done. Sakuni, the big bat, up now. Number 3 batter in the lineup for Victoria. He knows the job at hand. He is the tying run at the plate right now. 2 dead. Top of the 6th, tying run at the plate. So big opportunity for Cooney to make a name. He puts the ball on the ground, gets through the shortstop, Gurman. Lets that one through his legs. 1 run scored. Daniel Lee across the plate. Here comes Kelly. He scores for Victoria. They're 1 behind now. The job for Cooney done. Safely on 1. The coach will call a conference. That one just getting under the glove of Gurman there. Deep into the outfield, scores 2 runs. Top of the 6th, 2 out. A big 2-down rally from the Victorian team. Score is now 9-8. Victorian coach Samantha Allen there urging a team forward. Big opportunity. Cooney scoring 2 runs off the bat there. He's on one. He's the tying run, the go-ahead run at the plate. Jai Robinson. He's done it before earlier today, scoring some of those earlier runs. So Robinson knows what to do here. That ball drilled into the right field. Picked up by the right fielder. Cooney making his way around to 3. So Robinson gets it done again. He's safely on 1. Advances a tying run to third base. Coburn, the big, tall, rangy centre fielder. Looks like we have a pitching change coming our way here from the Queensland Storm. Ashton Torricki getting the job done in the early innings, but just now the Victorian bats, they're onto him. So a pitching change. Looks like we have Ethan Munro on the mound now for the Queensland Storm. He makes a positional change from first base to the pitching mound. And a new first baseman will take his place for the Queensland Storm. So Rickaelin Sullivan comes in for the Queensland Storm. He'll take the position on first base. So we see Ethan Munro onto the pitching mound now. Tough time to be brought into the pitching position. Top of the 6th innings. Your team lead by 1, 2 out. The tying run on third base. The go-ahead run on first. And Coburn, been one of the bats for Victoria throughout the tournament. Batting at number 5. That one gets away. No play from Cooney. So the go-ahead run now, he advances to second base. There's a nice play by the catcher, Kai Chamberlain for Queensland there. Gets it off the back of the net. Returns it into Munro. Keeps the runner on third. Big lead required from Cooney if he's going to make the most of those opportunities. But showing plenty of respect for the catcher. That one just knocked down, doesn't get there. Tying run, crosses the plate in Cooney. It's a tough grab for the first baseman. First play of the game, comes off his leg. Gets a rebound play, not able to get there in time. The go-ahead run now on third base. Coburn on first. And now Luke Russell, the pitcher at the plate. Chops that one down. Pitcher makes the field. Gets the play over. So we're all tied up now. Bottom of the 6th inning. 9-all here between Victoria and Queensland Storm. The Victorian boys there, a great inning. 6th inning scoring 5 runs to equalise. Their bats have been dangerous. Just consistent hitting. Finding the holes. Good base running when it mattered, and we're all tied up here at the bottom of the 6th. Play ball called. Connor Duggan up for the Queensland Storm. An important innings for the Queenslanders here. Had that good healthy lead early on. But a big innings, the 6 innings for Victoria. That one put into right field into foul territory this time. So Connor Duggan getting a good piece of that one, just unfortunately not in the field of play. So a foul ball on that occasion. 1 strike. One high in the zone, he picks that one out. Centre fielder coming in. Daniel Lee, the second baseman, going out. The centre fielder coming in has the call. But Lee pulls out just at the right time for Ryan Coburn to make the out. So he's now the designated player. Ethan Goffer up to bat. Has been dangerous. Last at bat was the only time this game where he hasn't got on base. So 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Ball outside, not cool. And the ball outside again, up high that time. Goffer letting it go, so team batting from Goffer. Previous at bat, the coach called for team batting from Goffer, and he had to acknowledge that he made a bad selection. He let the first 2 go here, so the message has sunk in. Big swing on that occasion, but it was just in the zone. Two balls, 1 strike. Piece of that one, fouls it away down the third base line. Very eager bat, Goffer. He's always moving in the box, checking his stance, getting his feet in the right position, fixing his hair. A lot of nervous energy going on from the young man. There's a big rip into centre field. Coburn was in. Has to go all the way back to the fence now, so a big play required. Goffer, stand-up double. Gets the job done again, so dangerous bat. And now we'll bring in the runner for Goffer. Young Jacob Singleton comes in to run for Goffer, who gets the job done with the bat in hand. Tight match, we're all tied up. The go-ahead runner for Queensland on second base. Jacob Singleton, the runner, brought in for Goffer. There's a bunt put down now, advances a runner, he gets around. Sacrifice made by the bat of Nicholas Noonan. But gets that go-ahead run around to third base now. So 1 out for the Queensland team. Back to the top of the order now for Nicholas Gurman. Bottom of the 6th. Go ahead run on 3. Ball outside. He had a reach. Didn't have a go at it. Ball call. One out. A chopper back over the head of the pitcher. Gets away from the shortstop across in cover as well. So the runner scores. They go ahead 10 runs to 9 now. Bottom of the 6th inning. So Nicholas Gurman, they're getting the job done with a chopper back over the head of the pitcher. Not cleaned up by the second baser, the shortstop, sorry. So now Corey List, the second baseman, up to bat for Queensland. Strike call. No cover for the runner, so he remains on one. Strike on the inside this time. Really working the zone here, young Russell. Great pitching. Gets ahead early in the count. 2 strikes now. So plenty of opportunity to really work this batter around. Corey List with it all to do. Runner on one. Strikeout call. A standing strikeout. So that retires the team. That was the 3rd out for the inning. But Queensland lead 10-9. So it's all to do for Victoria now. Top of the 7th inning. So the batting there of the Queensland lineup did the job for the team. Now it's up to Ethan Munro. He's got 3 batters to face. He can get the job done in 3 batters. If he retires them in order, they win the game. All he needs to do is protect this 1-run lead now. Both teams putting on a great demonstration. That 6 innings from Victoria was outstanding. The consistent bats all day throughout. You can see the scores there. No runs in the first innings. 1 for Victoria, 3 from Queensland in the second. Evenly poised. 2 for Victoria, 4 for Queensland in the third. 1 and 2, 0 and 0. And then that big inning from Victoria, 5 and 1. 10-9 Queensland in front, top of the 7th. David Dunstan, the man who started that big innings last time, up to bat now, chops that one. Foul down the first baseline. Just gets around on it late. But he has been very dangerous for the Victorians. Big, tall catcher. Big zone for Munro to work in. There it is again, driven. This time fair down that first baseline. Dusty goes around. Instruction called, so he goes around 2. Hits 3. Could be an all-run homer. Safe call. Tag was missed. So we're all tied up again. The Victorians. Dunstan does the job again. The damage from the big man. An in-ground home run. Well, cometh the man, cometh the hour. David Dunstan, the catcher of Victoria. That was a great hit. He sized it up with that foul ball down the same baseline. But then directionally perfect. Kept the ball in play. It ran off deep into right field. And they were unable to pull it back in time. So 10-all, we're all tied up. Nathan Duval, who's also been dangerous. This consistent lineup for Victoria. Men's game was scheduled to get underway around about 4 o'clock, but this is an innings game, so we'll play it out here. This one's a chopper to second base. Fields it, makes a play at 1, so that's the first out for Victoria. We're all tied up. Top of the 7th. 1 out. Brody Taylor, re-entry now. So he's back into the batting lineup. Ground ball, gets away from the second baseman list on this occasion. Makes a play at one. Misses that play, but no damage done. So Brody Taylor, again, does the job. A re-entry from the earlier collision he had at first base there. Comes back into the game. Gets safely to first base. Back to the top of the order, Daniel Lee. Go-ahead runner is on first base in the shape of Brody Taylor. Daniel Lee has got on base several times in this innings and has scored for his team. Inside pitch on that occasion. Not called. 3 balls now, well in favour of Daniel Lee. To see what Munro throws here. Down in the dirt, so Lee takes first. The go-ahead run makes his way around to second base. So good opportunity here now. And it's that man, Hunter Kelly. 15 years old, but ice in his veins. He has been cool under pressure all day. First on the mound, and then with the bat. Great leader of this young Victorian team. Strike call. That one chopped down the third baseline, gets away from the fielder. Tough one to grab, drilled straight into the ground, so bouncing all the way out to the third baseman. Gets away, so loaded bases for Victoria. It's the big man, Cooney. Last time drilled it deep into centre field. You can see the fielders there right back on the fence. Plenty of respect for the big man. Loaded bases. Massive opportunity for Cooney to make a name for himself in this Victorian lineup now. Ball called just missing. Loaded bases Victoria, top of the 7th inning. We're all tied up at 10-all. This one drilled into centre field. Centre fielder gets under it. Taylor's got to go back. No, now he can. Confusion reigns supreme here. He's going to have to go down now. Taylor gets tagged out there. That was the third out. Unfortunately, Taylor trapped in the confusion there. The coach unsure of what was going on. So we're all tied up. Bottom of the 7th. Victoria need to take control of this game in this inning. They have to protect this scoreline. They can't let Queensland score any. If they do, the game is over. So Victoria with it all to do. So young Luke Russell for Victoria remains on the mound. He'll pitch the final inning. We're all tied up at 10-all. Bottom of the 7th. For Queensland Storm, it's James Minicum. Pretty sure James has been on base every batting opportunity he's had in this game. So he'll look to get on again. The Victorians' defence needs to be strong here. If they want this game to continue, they must hold Queensland out. There's a big swing from Minicum. He sets his intentions with that big swing. He wants this ball out of the park to end the game. He wants it off his bat. He'll need to remain patient, Minicum. There's a chopper back over the pitcher's head into centre field. So gets the job done. He's on base. That's what they needed. So Ethan Munro. Up to bat now, Minicum. Just chopping it into the deck there. Tough one. Bounces over the head of the pitcher. Beats the pivots. A nice easy single for Minicum. As Munro steadies himself now. Gets ready. There's a drive into right field. Minicum goes around. James Minicum in the game-winning position on third base. A nice piece by Ethan Munro. Brings to the plate the big hitter, the pitcher, Ashton Toriki. So these Victorian boys have kept themselves in the game with that massive 6th inning. He scored the equalising run in the 7th, but this game is on the line with the big hitting pitcher at the plate now, Ashton Toriki, with James Minicum on third. There's a piece drilled into right field. Getting under it, doesn't make the catch. Minicum scores. That's it, it's all over. No further play required. The Queensland Storm take out the 15s Australian Regional Championships off the bat of Ashton Toriki, scoring with a hit into right field. James Minicum making his way around as they swamp Ashton Toriki. Great feeling from the Queensland Storm team. They were gutsy in victory, but boy, oh boy, the Victorians, they were fantastic in defeat as well. A great final in the Under-15s Regional Championships. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we all have. And the men's championship final set to take place here shortly.
you hold that for a second? I've got to set up. Why have they got two chairs together?